Now the other special binomial product is called the difference of two squares expansion. Now, why is it called difference of two squares? Well, you'll see why that is towards the end of this explanation. It's not so obvious at the moment. But just like we had an expansion for a plus b all squared, which becomes a plus b times a plus b, and then we could write that down as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. We have a different one, and this is this form here, where we have a plus b times a minus b. So they're both the same, both identical, except for one's a plus and one's a minus. Now, let's multiply this out the long way to see what we get. So we're going to take the a, multiply it by a minus b. I'm going to take the b, multiply it by a minus b. So we got a times a, which is a squared, a times b, which is minus ab, plus b times a, which is ba, or ab, and then b times minus b, which is minus b squared. Now, a squared will be there, a minus ab plus an ab actually disappear. So they actually disappear, and we're left with minus b squared. So this is a very special one, where, and I'll write it out here so we can see it in full. We have a plus b, we have a minus b, and that equals a squared minus b squared. A squared minus b squared. Okay, see the name of it? Difference of two squares. Look at this, difference minus of two squares. Okay, so that is the expansion of, or it comes from the expansion of a plus b times a minus b. Now let's look at the examples. So again, with all these examples, you can multiply them out the long way, but what I want you to do is to relate it to our expansion here, which is a kind of formula. Okay, and when I use this formula here, I'm going to think of the x as my a, the 5 as my b, again x is a, 5 is b, and then just look at the formula. So my formula is a squared. Well, if my a is x, I'm just going to write down x squared. And my b, well, I know I've got a minus in between, and my b is 5, so I'm going to write down 5 squared. So it's going to be x squared minus 5 squared, which I'm going to write down as x squared minus 25. Second example, okay, my 2x is going to be my a, my b is going to be 3, so a and b. Now this one is 2x minus 3 plus times 2x plus 3. The minus is in the front bracket. It doesn't matter which order you do it in, because if you're multiplying two expressions together, they're the same. If either multiplying the first one first or the second one first, it doesn't matter. We're going to take the a squared and the b squared. So our a squared is 2x squared minus our 3 squared. To simplify it, 4x squared is going to be, 2x squared is going to be 4x squared minus 3 squared, which is 9. Alright, let's see if you can do questions 4, 5, 6 and 7.